Feature presentation time.
Whoa, nailed it. Feature presentation time. Here we go.
Nice.
Welcome to our YouTube viewers here. This is New Release, a TV and sometimes movie podcast where each week we watch something new and then decide if we want more. Ashley, what is in store for us this week?
I always get the title of it wrong, and so I'm probably going to mess it up again. A Man on the Inside?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I want to say Inside Man because of the movie, but that's not obviously correct.
No. This is Ted Danson, not Denzel Washington.
Yes.
And Clive Owen. Although I kind of wish it was now that you mention it. This is a Mike Schur joint, which was...
Are you sure?
Nice. Yeah.
Sorry.
Had to go there.
Just one.
Which is what sold you on wanting to watch it.
Yep. Love Parks and Rec. Obviously The Office, but Parks and Rec is probably one of my favorite shows. So. Yeah,
I really, I don't want to spend our entire discussion just kind of like ranking this in his TV filmography, but I think it will be interesting to know like where you fall in the Schur spectrum between something like The Office and something like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Parks and Rec.
Brooklyn
Good
Nine-Nine.
Place.
That's why.
Yeah,
I see.
That's
okay.
why.
Got it.
Rosa is in it. This is the number one show on Netflix. Last time I checked.
It's probably
Merry
changed.
Gentlemen, number one movie. Last time I checked. And like I told you, I think we made the right choice picking this. Doesn't mean it's going to be a love fest necessarily.
Who knows?
In addition to getting the name right, I'm sure you prepared a scintillating teaser for us. Okay.
I did it. You do yours, and then I'll make one up real fast.
Okay. Well, so you're assuming that I did your work for you?
Yeah, you usually do this, so you did it. I can tell.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here it is. Did Dee Dee do it?
Oh, that's bad. What about like?
I thought you'd like that one.
It was just. Well, then you could say something like "man on the inside" or "woman on the inside."
No, I like that how bad you are at this because
I don't know why I'm so bad. I just like don't get it. My brain doesn't comprehend how it works, so I just get it wrong.
Unless you're saying like she's secretly the spy, like he is clearly the man on the inside.
No, I know, but I was thinking like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
All right, here we go.
Bad.
Let's get into this.
This necklace, my client's family heirloom, has gone missing at Pacific View Retirement Community. You would pretend to be a new resident.
You're interested in a tour?
We are, and be my source.
A man on the inside. I'm in.
Got your phone? Camera glasses? Recorder? Are you just tapping different parts of your body?
Yes, I left everything in my room. I'm just so excited. I'll be right back.
He's just so adorable.
Yeah, like who's more adorable, him or Billy Bob?
Him. Come on.
Well, I know that one is like a cynical, off-putting character, but they kind of have this old gray-haired silver fox energy. No, I mean they're like bumbling but very competent, like older men.
Yeah, I mean, but Ted Danson's like more lovable for sure.
Okay, fine. Guess you haven't seen Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I don't really like that show very much, so I have not seen a lot of it.
Well, let's start there because this show is just so darn sweet. And he is very lovable compared to, let's say, Steve Carell's character on The Office.
Ooh,
this
cringy.
is much closer to the heart of Amy Poehler's character on Parks and Rec. It sounds like Parks and Rec is your favorite Mike Schur show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say The Office is definitely mine. It's a show I can kind of like rewatch and you obviously grow to love and appreciate the different like quirks of the characters or the flaws of the characters in The Office, including Michael Scott. But they're kind of like cynical. Well, he's not even cynical. He's just a completely oblivious, racist, toxic kind of buffoon. And I find that kind of character at the center of a story like this more funny. Like, did you find the show funny, first off?
Great question. Okay, 2 points. One, not as funny as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Because I was comparing it to Parks and Rec or An Office, and I was like, oh, there's just me ridiculous, like laughing out loud so much. And then just this morning, I saw a friend post about how funny she thought the show was, and I was like, am I missing the mark? And like, I just don't. Like, it's not like I don't get it. They're very simple like jokes, and it's like a simple show to follow, but I just don't find it that funny.
Okay.
Are you with me? Or?
Yeah, big time.
Okay.
I don't find it funny, and I don't really find that there's any stakes. So
right.
If it's like a spy or like action thriller parody, it does have moments where it sort of like stylizes his training or stylizes in a future episode him going through the suspects, and it has like these like sort of satirical beats where it is making fun of spy tropes or something, but like it's not really laugh out loud funny.
No, and I kind of forget like he's on a mission. Like it's not like that. I don't know. It just seems like he's bonding with the people at the retirement community, and a necklace was stolen, but he's not really investigating that well. I also really, really don't like his daughter's kids.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to just say his daughter.
No. The kids are so like...
Bro. What?
Bro.
Hey, bro.
Hey, bro. Dude. Not going to pay attention to my mom about anything and like disrespect her the entire... It's just like, I don't...
Well, that's the joke.
I know, but it's like so... It's like for the whole time. Like they're never helpful. I don't...
That's the joke, bro.
It's just not funny. It's like annoying. So
I don't know if they went too realistic with the kids.
Hopefully not.
No, I'm guessing like they like teenage boys. I mean, what are you gonna do? They're in the age of devices and just kind of like they have no time for their parents.
Yeah, take the devices away.
But even
bring family back.
Sure, I mean, her relationship with her husband, his daughters, is sweet. Yeah. Her relationship with her dad, super sweet. But I don't know. I just didn't buy any of it. Like, they didn't seem like real. Her and her dad didn't seem like real characters. If I'm supposed to be like hooked on the emotional side of it. If not, I don't care. But I didn't care about the mission, didn't find it funny. And basically Ted Danson is carrying the show with his kind of charm. Yeah. But I don't know how far that can go.
Well, I was kind of hoping that they would solve the necklace case, but it'd be part of like a bigger case, or something. I don't know.
That brings up a great point. I think where this is hard to compare to the other shows is it's a 8-episode like continuous story, seemingly. Right. And I think this kind of comedy is much better served by either Mission of the Week on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. They sort of have a case of the week. Mm-hmm. Or on The Office, prank of the week or just like shenanigan of the week. Like, we don't need
an ongoing joke for 4 hours.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if I'm not invested in solving the case, you get more... you can highlight different characters. You can focus on different aspects of the show if you're not like having to service this plot the whole time.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So okay, didn't find it funny. Didn't really care about the case. What about the other like the setting and the other characters that he's surrounded by, including Babette from Gilmore Girls?
Oh yeah, I was like, why does she look so familiar? Yeah. Nice.
It was the voice that immediately gave it away.
Yeah. Yep. I just was like, why does she look so familiar? So I really like Dee Dee. She's she's Rosa, right?
Yep.
Yeah, she's my favorite character. Because she just is trying really hard, and she works, and she just, I just really like her.
She looks a little sus.
I know, that's the whole point. Like from the first episode, it's like, oh, she probably did it. It's like, well, if she did it, like this whole show's a wreck because everyone's suspecting her.
You're impersonating me?
Yeah.
Did Dee Dee do it? Whoa.
Willow, what do you think?
Wow. We have our number one crime hound in the case.
She's a crime dog, so
Yeah,
she'll figure it out. But
That's suspicious too.
yeah. Well, I just don't. Yeah, I like her. I like her character a lot.
She's completely different than the Rosa character from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. She also is playing like this sweet. The only person.
She's not really that sweet.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Well,
You think it's fake?
No. I just
'Cause
think
she is sweet.
there's more to her than the sweetness.
Well, I mean, all we've seen so far is just her being really accommodating, showing him around the place.
I guess it depends on how many episodes we've seen.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to get to answering the big question of do we want more as it applies to wherever we left off. But let's just go ahead and put our cards, not our index cards, on the table. No, this is our metaphorical cards of how many episodes we've each watched. So how many for you?
Guess.
6.
I just finished the 7th episode.
Okay. Well, that's good because you can still answer if you want more because there's one left.
Yeah.
You can guess for me, I guess.
4.
I suppose. 3.5.
Okay, rounds.
Yeah. I thought I was going to be able to finish 4 before we recorded, but I was halfway through.
They're so short.
Yeah, and where I left off, she's sort of doing a light look into Ted Danson's character, just because he's this new persona at the retirement community.
Got it.
And it's her responsibility to some degree to kind of know what everyone's up to.
That was so long ago, I can't remember when. Just kidding.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying nothing has happened to like tip her hand in the direction of a more complicated character where I'm at. But I can see, aside from my, baseless accusations, I can see that there might be more to her character.
Yeah, but she's definitely my favorite.
What about is it? Well, they're both named Emily because Emily's his daughter's name, but Emily, who's not really Emily,
Fake Emily.
The private investigator. What do you think of her?
Could care less.
Okay,
It's kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
I don't know. She goes through. I just feel like she's like a one note. Like I haven't seen any other side of her in 7 episodes, so I just don't really. She's fine, and I don't think she's that great at her job. Shouldn't throw it out there.
Well,
I want them to be more like better detectives.
Yeah, the job is terrible. I mean, like that's one of my big issues with the show is like you walk into her office and it just looks like this cheaply decorated. I mean, I'm sorry, Netflix has unlimited money and it just looks like a computer generated like detective office space, very generic, very cheesy. And if the whole show had that tone, I mean, if it's a sitcom,
like a low budget detective.
Yeah,
like they should have made it like Dick Tracy, like really old school, like just like really like just made it look like they didn't try to make it look nicer, Just being like,
lean into stylizing it, or make it a little messier around the edges or something. It just looks like everything all the personality is sanded down. And then, she doesn't offer any, I was kind of only responding to her and Ted Danson's dynamic, which I do like. But as far as their the actual procedure of what they're doing, there's nothing clever about how they're going about solving this case.
I was thinking it was gonna be more like a comedy mixed with like Knives Out or something that like it's like really like well constructed, this like elaborate like theft, and it's just it's kind of like a flat comedy. I mean, given I've watched 7 episodes.
Yeah, it's very easy to watch.
But it's so easy to watch.
Before we compare it to other Mike Schur shows, I have to ask you about the most obvious comparison that I haven't seen. Do you know what I'm going to say?
No, I don't think so.
I think you've seen this. Only Murders in the Building.
Oh, yes. I thought about that like 10 minutes ago and I completely spaced on it. But yes, it is like that, but Only Murders in the Building is way better.
And that's what I assume. People actually, this show's only been out and achieving #1 on Netflix doesn't say so much. I don't know what the response is like to this yet, but I know people love Only Murders in the Building and love Steve Martin's performance and Steve Martin and Martin Short's dynamic, and Selena Gomez. It sounds like that's a funny show, and those performances are genuinely surprising and well written, and this just doesn't have any of that.
It's really funny, and there's there's always an elaborate twist to where you're like, oh, and it's something that you could, if you actually watch the episodes and really thought about it, you could probably predict what's going to happen, but you really have to think. Whereas this, I don't really care who stole the necklace.
That's why Dee Dee did it.
She didn't do it. There's no way. Yeah. But I want to know just for conclusion because I have one episode left. But I honestly feel oh, it was actually the detective. I'm whatever. It doesn't.
Trevor.
Yeah, Trevor.
It's probably Trevor. Is he the handsome driver assistant guy?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Well, there's a guy that works at the retirement community that.
That does all the odd jobs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. It could be him. I wouldn't. It doesn't matter to me. Or she could have misplaced the necklace and really no one stole it.
Right.
Which would be
That'll
kind
be
of
a real
funny.
fu. Yeah. I guess it doesn't. This show doesn't need to be that. But if it's not going to be, if it's not actually going to make you invested in the case, then it needs to make you invested in the characters and the world building. And since you've watched more than me, I mean, are you getting sucked into, do you enjoy spending time in this retirement community? Is this a good setting for a show?
I think it could be if it was done differently. It's not funny and it's sad. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just not really what I thought it was going to be. But I will say, if you do make it through the end, or at least to episode 7, it's a really beautiful episode with the main character becoming really good friends with one of the guys in the retirement community and taking him out for a day in New York, and it's really beautiful. So,
is he in memory care?
No, he's not.
Oh, okay.
Which I thought they'd be going into that too more. I don't know.
All right. Well, let's place this into the Mike Schur canon.
Ooh,
here.
Okay.
You are firmly in. Why is Parks and Rec your favorite?
I love Amy Poehler.
Yeah. Okay.
And Chris Pratt and Aubrey Plaza. The cast.
Nick
For
Offerman.
me, what?
And Nick Offerman.
And well, obviously, yeah. And the Tammys, whatever. I just think the cast in Parks and Rec for me is funnier than in The Office. I love, but for some reason the Parks and Rec just seems fresher, and it's just the environment I really like. So.
Yeah, he might have gotten better. The Office was adapted. The reason I think I like The Office the most is because it was adapted from such dark, cynical source material, the British Office, and the Michael Scott character retained a lot, not all, of the edge of the Gervais character. That show is not in the same comedic universe tonally as Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
And then Good Place, I think, is really interesting because it's kind of almost literally commenting on the moral ambiguity between those two universes. Parks and Rec, solidly a good universe. The Office, pretty cynical. And then The Good Place, what is morality, in the first place? And I think philosophically or just intellectually, The Good Place might be the most rewarding show.
Probably. Yeah.
And it's still funny. It's still entertaining. It's still really high concept, clever. It's more set in a fantasy scenario than the other shows. So I like The Good Place a lot, but The Office is probably the one that's most close to my brand of humor.
So if you had to rank them, including this show, what would your rankings be?
Yeah, this one would be last.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine would probably be
second to last.
No. I was going to say Office first. I've probably watched more of The Good Place than Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but those are neck and neck. And then Parks and Rec, and then this.
Dang.
Yeah.
Not to say that those are bad shows, but just, if you had to rank them.
Yeah. And Jamie loves Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And she's seen all of it, and I've watched a lot of it with her, and it's just like the comedic beats of that show are like any moment you jump in, it's just going to be funny and entertaining. Like I just don't really know what they were going for on this show, because it doesn't have any of that same like rhythm and comedic like sharpness.
No, I agree. I would say for me it would be Parks and Rec, and then it would probably be The Office. And I haven't watched enough of The Good Place or Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but I like them both, so I don't really have like a placement for them yet. And then this show's last, of course.
Yeah, which, that doesn't mean it's bad,
No.
but let's just go ahead and do it. So do we want more of a man on the inside? I almost forgot what it was.
So funny.
Okay.
The count of three?
Oh, yeah. So we're introducing a new gimmick for Do We Want More this week, and every week going forward is Ashley and I have written down our answers, so there can be no shenanigans. And I felt really bad last week that I gave like a mixed answer for Landman. That's not allowed anymore. It's either you want
Black
more,
or white, no gray. Got it.
yeah, or no more. And if you want more, then you got to watch more. Come hell or high water.
A contract, I see.
Yeah. And obviously for the podcast listeners that aren't seeing the physical evidence that we're about to hold up, we will read them. But we'll count down. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I didn't put mine on camera.
Yeah, you didn't.
Okay.
But let me explain. So mine says more. I can't see it. But I'm only one episode left. Do I want more of this show like a next season? No.
I know more for me. Makes sense that if you finish 7 episodes, you're going to watch more. I don't want any more, but that's not a legal contract that I can't watch more.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying. Sometimes...
I feel like that puts you kind of in the like weird like.
No. I'm not towing the line. As you could tell from my commentary this whole time, I haven't really said anything good about the show. I just can't guarantee that I won't watch another episode.
Well, if you don't, I'm going to finish it and I'll tell you what the whole thing is about.
Yeah, I probably won't actually. I mean, I don't.
It doesn't get any better, except for the one episode I just watched was really good. Episode 6 is great, but
you said
or 7.
Right?
Episode 7. Yeah.
Okay. Well, no more for me. More for Ashley. How quickly did you watch it? Like over the course of a day, 2 days?
Yesterday and today.
Yeah. Okay.
But I was like doing stuff while I was watching it because it wasn't that entertaining. So if that tells you anything.
Yeah, that tells us something. All right. Well, we'll see next week what the final verdict is, but I can probably predict it. For now, I guess we're going to move on to coming soon. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Coming soon to home video.
All right. I got 2 options for us. The timing is a little weird because...
I have a third option.
All right.
But you do your 2 and I'll tell you mine.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I want to get into Killer Christmas soon, and next episode will be in December. But there was one Christmas movie that I was pretty excited about. So I'll show you this one. Option number 1.
Okay. Nutcrackers. Is that Ben Stiller? Why does he look so weird?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the art style on this poster for Nutcrackers coming out on Hulu. But this was like a big holiday release that they acquired, and it's a real movie.
Who's his wife?
I don't know the full cast.
I was hoping it was Catherine Hahn. It's not, but
yeah, I'll look it up.
I don't. Okay, another thing is I don't love Ben Stiller,
Interesting.
but
Linda Cardinelli.
Freaks and Geeks.
Yeah.
And Grandma's Boy.
Indeed, your favorite movie of all time. Well, that would be interesting to kind of dive into if we do watch this. Your mixed reaction to Ben Stiller.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch this movie just because I think it's like gonna be one of the better new holiday releases of the year, for whatever that's worth. Happiest Season came out on Hulu a few years ago, and that movie was awesome. I don't know that this is gonna be as interesting as Mackenzie Davis, Kristen Stewart kind of.
I watched that. That was really good.
Yeah. So we'll see, but that's option number one.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you option number two. This is not.
If it's a Netflix movie, I'm not watching it. Just kidding.
It is a Disney Plus show.
No.
It's Stranger Things in space, but also Star Wars.
No, thank you.
Okay, so we don't really watch any Marvel, DC. We did the Penguin, but we don't watch any of these Disney Plus shows pretty much.
Yeah.
I only mentioned this one because it totally just looks like a Stranger Things ripoff.
Yeah, I'm good.
Which actually makes me intrigued, but
You can watch it.
yeah, thank you for your permission.
You're welcome.
Okay, well, what's this mystery third option?
Well, now that I'm seeing Nutcrackers, which is a Christmassy movie, that makes the most sense to watch. But I'm probably going to go see Gladiator 2 next week.
Oh. I haven't seen it yet. Wicked came out. We got a new Barbenheimer on our hands called Glicked.
No, we don't.
Some people are calling it Glicked.
What about Gladiator?
That's yeah, that's probably
I think
better.
that's better.
Yeah. Gladiator. Yeah.
Gladiator. Well, I'm going to probably go see that next week. But Nutcrackers looks fine to me. I'll watch that.
Okay, we'll do Nutcrackers for the podcast, but if either way, you can give us a little reaction to Gladiator 2. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Nutcrackers next week, and then after that, I'm gonna queue up some Christmas horror. I just didn't see any that were quite ready to go yet. Well, that's it for this week's episode. Make sure to find us on YouTube by searching New Release Radio. Find us on Spotify and Apple for the full podcast episode by searching New Release. Ashley?
That's an inside, man. I don't know.